Hello friends, welcome to the GNU Studio. Today we are going to analyze the 20th June 2020 Hindu newspaper. Before I am gonna take up the article, I would like to start with the inspirational word of Jay Shetty. When we start looking at our life through the lens of making zones in our home, our life becomes easier. This is about what happens when we do everything in one space. It explains how eating, sleeping, working, and watching TV in the same space confuses the energy of the space. No wonder we feel anxious at home right now. I think this quote would be helpful to freshen up and calm down our mindset. Then we can go into the analysis of the newspaper. Three articles I want to discuss about today, and the first one is No Outsiders on Indian Territory. It's about the All India meetings discussions on the violent face-off. And the second one is the Congress wins Rajya Sabha seats in Rajasthan. And the next one is Revolving Door. It's about the political defection of Manipur. So let's get started with the first article. That's No Outsiders on Indian Territory. Before going through the lanes of article, look at the picture on your screen. There's a major buildup of Chinese military in the Galwan Valley on May 29, 2020 at a site up river from where the recent India-China conflict occurred. Okay, that you keep on your mind. This article or things are the viewpoints of all parties meeting which was called by the Narendra Modi. Prime Minister said on this meeting, no border post in Ladakh was occupied by any force. In this discussion, there is a remarkable statements which were released out by the PM himself. He also said that 20 soldiers' death in violent face-off that taught a lesson for the one who keep their eyes on our country. But Rahul Gandhi said that he thinks this meeting is not beneficial. This is not helpful meeting. I'm not using the correct word, I'm using my word. He thinks this meeting is not fruitful. What type of deal has been done with this meeting? In fact, Mr. Modi made a point that intensive patrolling means maintaining order and security. So, the intensive patrolling due to improve our infrastructure and supply lanes had raised the frequency of such clashes. What infrastructure he meant here? What sort of infrastructure he intended here? That's better infrastructure. Prioritizing developing infrastructure, easing supply lanes and equipment. Because of the new infrastructure, especially at line of actual control, our capacity for patrolling has increased. That's the cause of we are able to respond to things. We are able to monitor the things. He added that from now onwards, these used to take place without disruption and always would be checked by Jawans, and all things would be under the control. And the Sonia Gandhi is the first one who states in the meeting. She stated that the Indian government must assure that status quo ante is restored. That's a remarkable one in the border tension. So if we change our status quo ante, and if we change the process of de-escalation, things would lead into the scuffle and into the war, like the mistakes of China by changing its status quo ante. Sonia Gandhi also asked if the violent face-off was the result of an intelligence failure. The intelligence failure is the cause of violent face-off. That question is to be aware of the country. Did the military intelligence not alert the government about the build-up of massive force along the LAC? So we understand there was a failure of intelligence that led to the violent face-off before 2 days. And another issue we noticed here is Aam Aadmi Party, All India Majlis Ittihadul Muslimin and Rashtriya Janata Dal were out of list. They were not invited to the meeting. That's why they had been protesting before the Gandhi statue in Parliament in New Delhi. In a nutshell, This article discusses about the patrolling, better infrastructure, restoration of status quo ante, failure of intelligence, and the exclusion of list. I hope you understand the article. Next, we can take up the article from 8th page that Congress wins 2 Rajya Sabha seats in Rajasthan. I think this article emphasizes the victory of Congress in Rajasthan with 2 of 3 seats. Even in Rajasthan, merely 3 seats are existing and the rest was got by BJP. Then let's look at the 2 parties' candidates in Rajasthan. Congress General Secretary K.C. Venugopal and party leader Neeraj Dangi, that from the part of Congress, and from the part of BJP, Rajendra Gehlot. For 2 Rajya Sabha seats in Jharkhand, the BJP candidate Deepak Prakash and the party JMM candidate Shibu Saran were elected to the Rajya Sabha. For Meghalaya's lone seat, NPP with 39 out of 58 votes defeated the Congress. In Mizoram, the Mizo National Front won the seat up for grab with 27 out of 40 seats, beating Congress and Zoram People's Movement. 4 seats in Karnataka and 1 in Arunachal Pradesh were also supposed to go to polls on Friday, but the candidates were declared unopposed. And eventually in Andhra Pradesh, the ruling YSR Congress bagged all the 4 Rajya Sabha seats, and in Gujarat, the BJP bagged 3 seats and the Congress has won. That's all. Then we can peer at the analysis from editorial page. Revolving door. This article explains about the revolving door of political defection in Manipur. We will discuss on this issue about the anti-defection law explicitly. So you should keep your focus on here. Okay? We all know about the Rajya Sabha election which was held on Friday. It led to the desertion and defection in political plot of Manipur. Actually, it was happened by the withdrawal of support or rejection of support to the BJP-led government from MLAs to independents and defections by 3 BJP MLAs to the opposition. I think it's really hilarious. That terrible condition pulled the Biren Singh-led government over the basket, into the minority. Then earlier this year, 60 members of MLAs were reduced to 59. That's after the defection of Shyam Kumar Singh in 2019. Then SC banned him to cast votes on anti-defection charges and disqualified him. When we hear at the analysis, we should be aware of what is anti-defection law. It is a law to address the perceived problem of instability that caused by democratically elected legislators. Instability means the disobedience of the party's decision or shift in allegiance from the parties at the critical times such as during the election. This law was under the 10th schedule to the Indian Constitution as the 52nd Constitutional Amendment Act in 1985. It was introduced by Rajiv Gandhi and enacted by Rajya Sabha. In summary, this article is about the disqualification on grounds of defection. Okay, that's all for today's discussion. Thank you for paying your attention and cooperation.